anything. And I always tell people, see, every human being is a renewable energy. Every human being is a reconnecting source. And I always tell, the biggest mistake you will ever make in this life is to reduce anybody, because at the end of the day, you see, everybody has the ability to make changes. We evolve. That's who we are as humans, as nature, as the universe created us to be. So we all have that capacity to be great. We all have the capacity to make. But then, where are you defining, or where is your destination? Where do you want to go to? Some people just want to blow. Some people just, in fact, that's what's trending right now. Everybody just want to have followers on Instagram. Nobody cares about how you do it. Nobody cares about who is doing it. They just want. Some people go to the extent of buying accounts that already have followers. Why? Because of the mentality that people already have about blow.
But
numbers is the key.
It's already a stigma. I feel it's already a stigma already.
It's a stigma, but then you see, it's a stigma. It's a stigma, and at the end of the day, it's a stigma that can never form a reality. You see, let me tell you something. In as much as we live in this, there are perceptions that becomes reality, but then it's not reality. It's just virtual reality, and people live in it. That's where we are right now. People come on this social media. Some people, you see, some people strive on some people do anything, anything to be on it. You understand? So I tell people, if that's what you're looking for, then hey, it's clout. We all chase clout. Every human being chase clout, but it just depends on the magnitude to which you chase clout.
Just that,
so
just
at the
that
end
we
of the day,
some people just need to.
so at the end of the day, I tell people, if that's what you want to, then do. But for me, there's something I've done for myself, and this is what I'm going to say this. I am not saying I am the best, because it's basically me. It's not like I learned it from someone, but then it's something I've tested for my own self, and I have seen results as depending to where my insight is. You understand? And which is, I try as much as possible to evolve myself in everything I do. I try as much as possible to change.
What's that step forward?
I don't put values in all of these things that people put values in. My belief system is, you can basically evolve, you can basically live, you can exist without putting so much pressure on yourself. You know, because I believe everything happens in life. And if it happens in life, there are certain things you have the ability to change. That is where you actually work. You keep working and you keep doing it. But then there are certain things you can never change in the universe. If you are a man, you're a man. If you're a woman, you're a woman. If you do sex exchange, this thing, you are just a man that now have a pussy. You understand? Or you're a woman that now have a dick. I'm just saying. Sorry to say, but then that's basically what it is. You understand? So life is all about perception. Life is all about all of these things. So I tell people, define first of all, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Do you want to be here and stuff? But the truth is, the destination, everybody is going up. But the question you ask yourself, how long would you be up?
Exactly. You know, you are really an inspiration to content creators out there, because there are so many people that are still struggling to get to where you are right now, and we all know that you haven't reached the peak where you want to get as well. You understand? So we're looking at it that, okay, if the younger generations can look up to people like you, we have a good chance of changing the world. If we have more people like you.
And that's the same thing I just said right now. Right now. It's a process that you have to define for yourself too. Because sometimes it's not even about who you're dependent on. Most of the times, the people that you are dependent on might fail you in so many ways, you know? But then it's just about you putting yourself where you want to go and knowing exactly where you want to go. But I always tell people, look at me. Honestly, I am not where I need to be right now, you understand? But where I am right now is a significant feel of what it should be, you understand? And I tell people, if it can work for me to this extent, then why not? Try it. It can work for anybody. Yeah.
So do you have like any challenges that you'd like to share to us? Like, if you're like, when you're doing your skits and your pranks and all that, like, what are the challenges the most I don't well, like, what are the dangers of doing all those things? Like, is there like challenge you face when you are doing it? Maybe
Yeah,
the camera.
see, okay, especially when it comes to pranks. When it comes to
Yeah,
shooting pranks. Pranks is what we do is reality. It's a
yeah,
reality show where you cannot assess or attest
yeah.
to the magnitude of what is going to happen. But then one thing I have done for myself over a period of time is that I try as much as possible to harness myself in a certain way. You know, like I try as much as possible
Yeah.
to think from a third dimension of every idea that I bring up. Now, what I do
Yeah.
is I always tell myself that Roman goddess. All right, so I always tell myself, I always say, hey, Shugi Uchi, I see my people here. Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
your
so
people there. Yeah.
I always tell people that see, there's always a feel to where you can
Mm,
actually bring yourself, and if
mm.
it's true, you can bring it to reality, and that's what I do. I bring my imaginations into
Yeah.
reality. I try to imagine things in my head, then I bring them into reality, and that's one thing I've been able to do over
That
a
that
period
was
of time.
that's how your skits are. Yeah, that's how your skits are.
You know, you
So
get you can never see it
yeah,
anywhere. You can never see that idea anywhere. Why? Because
yeah.
I
It's
sink deep into myself and I bring them
yeah,
out. So even in my
yeah.
pranks, what I do is that sometimes the truth is, I'll tell you this, the truth is that most of the times before I go out, I already see the reactions. I see the reactions just be, but then you can never be too
One
careful.
same.
Anything can happen. You understand? Anything can happen. That's why
Yeah.
I always tell people. Anytime I'm going to shoot pranks, I always tell my friends. I say, "Oh boy, blessing today they will beat us." You know, because I know say
As
now something where they
def-
liable to happen. You understand? It they liable to happen. You are not God. You are not Jesus. It will happen one
yeah,
day.
yeah.
You
So
cannot
so
always get it right.
so you're trying to tell yeah. So you're trying to tell us now that the key to a good content is that originality. What makes you stand out? Yes. Is that true?
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Or I wouldn't say originality. The word originality is far fetched. I just feel it's over exaggerated. There's nothing really original. I think it's just see every creative mind knows how to take from here, take from here, take from here, and make it.
Okay.
That's the creativity. That's what
Yeah.
creativity is. You understand? So you
Yeah.
cannot call it
Okay.
originality.
That's
What I
fine.
would just call it, what I would
Yeah.
rather call it is authenticity. I don't know whether I pronounce the word well, but authentic.
Mm.
Are you getting the point?
Authenticity. Yeah. 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 So it's
So
fine. So do you have
when
like any
that
inspiration? No, no, no.
no, I'm listening. Do I have like
No. Do you have like people that inspire you? Like obviously you have like people that
any
any
anybody inspires me? Anything can inspire me. Inspiration is anything. I see, and that's one of the reasons why I never ever disrespect anybody, because like I said
okay.
earlier on, I said every human being is a renewable energy, and the truth is it depends on if you people always say this person is a bad person, but if that person is a bad person, if you know if you know the good part and you can take the good part from that person, then trust me, that person is
Okay.
more important to you than any good
Wow.
person that you already have. I don't know if you get the point I'm making.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
So at the end of the day, I don't see, and that's why if you know, I've been here for a very long time actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been doing this for a very long time, for a very long time. I've been doing
You,
it. It's a part of
yeah.
me, you know. It's a part of me, and
Uh,
somebody say go up powder, Moko. My brother no get powder, oh. And I had to come to this particular room just to get the reception. The reception for
no, no,
on the
we
website.
appreciate
Yeah.
you.
So yes. Say that being said, what I'm trying to say here is it's just a flow, and if you understand the flow that comes with it, you now get to enjoy the experiences that comes with it. And that's why when I see, there was a time when my Instagram page was basically like a blog. I was basically posting
Posting
anything
any.
that this was how I saw life. I didn't see it as
Mm.
Instagram. I didn't see it like you have to
Yeah,
package. If I've done
your
that, I believe that by now I probably would have gotten more followers with the packaging and all of that. But
yeah,
to me, I
yeah.
just saw it, like I said, like a medium. And if you have this amount of people watching you, that means if you post someone else, that means the person has the ability to also get the same relevance that you're getting. because they
Yeah.
are creative, because they are talented. So as a creative mind, when I see something that is creative, there's this trigger, and that's why somebody was telling me that makopolo say you like they fuck up, or you anybody now you want they always see the good. Why be say nah you like they pretend? I say no, see, it's not pretense, it's not, I don't patronize people. I never
Yes.
never do, I don't.
So
So one
no,
thing I do is that I
yeah.
try as much as possible to always see the good parts in people. Even when you tell me this thing is bad, this thing, I select myself and I see that good part, and
That,
I'm always attracted to that good part.
yeah.
So
That
that's
you
why you,
harness that kind of positive energy in that person.
fam, that's the only way you can stay sane in this world.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you put the pressures of life, it will kill you. That's why
That's
people
easy.
just, you see a lot of these people have all of these followers, they dance on Instagram, they jump, they do. But the
Yeah,
truth
yeah.
is, in reality, a lot of people are not happy. Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I
they're not.
always tell, how about your happiness in real life and your happiness on Instagram? How about you're just happy? How about what you're post? And that's why sometimes when you see me, I cook with my pot, with my very old pot. I post it
Yeah.
just the way it is. Listen, I'm not trying to make you feel that you understand something. No, I am
Exactly.
telling you that this is it. If you come to my house tomorrow, this is the same pot. You're still
It's
going to
the
see
same
that
positive.
pot.
Yeah. It's yeah, yeah.
So why do you want me to come and tell you? Or tomorrow you see me on an Okada, I'm climbing, I'm going from Badore to, and you are telling me, maybe that guy popular now. Why you no get car, you no get money, bro? Listen, that's the
But people
fucking
people should
reality
not
at
people
that
should not
point. That's the
people should not
reality at
believe
that point.
everything. I feel
Say
like
what?
I feel like there's always I said I feel like there's always a misconception people have like with online creators. They feel like okay, the way they are online, they are going to be proud, they are going to be pompous because they have so many followers, but they don't know
No,
that
see, not just creators. Let's not even restrict it to creators. It's about the
every
perception of the
regular people
celebrity. That quote. That
they
quote.
do
That's why you can hardly see me ever. It's not like if you call me that, I'll probably turn and look at you and stuff. You understand? But then you see, I always tell people it's a state of mind. Mind. It's a perception. The moment. That's why you see somebody to say is a
hopefully.
blow before
Hmm.
now. Now before it ain't blown. Now nobody know how to
Yeah,
blow. Have you
there was
heard
going
that
to be
before?
that. Yeah,
Have you heard that before?
yeah. I have actually.
So you realize that
Yeah.
what happened to that person is it's not like the person stopped being who he is. Oh. It's not like the person stopped being amazing or talented, or it's just that the perception of the people as of that time have changed. It is a reality per time. And that's the life we live. Tomorrow, anything can fucking happen. Anything can stop tomorrow. See, I tell people, life is a
Like,
process and it's a movement. And in as much as you are in the
yeah.
process, it's just like you are standing in front of an ATM queue and the queue is very long and you are the last person at the back. My brother, if
Yeah,
you stand
exactly.
for 10 more minutes, come back and see, you see that there are more people on your back and the people in your front have reduced. That is
Yeah,
why
exactly.
I tell people, see, don't ever stimulate life. So if you see me on a bike tomorrow and you
Yeah,
are telling me,
exactly.
Makopolo, you're a celebrity, you're broke and stuff,
Why
that's my
you
reality at that point. But you can still see me tomorrow in one, I don't know if you get the point. So I don't see.
no, because people feel like you are not regular people. That's the problem. That's the problem people have. They feel like okay, these
And
people.
then that's why I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you now that it's a people thing, but then it is also a perception thing for you as a person. See, let me tell you the reason why I can confidently
Exactly.
let me for events, and I'll climb a bike and I'll go straight
Okay.
to my event, and I will not stop the bike like far away from the event. I will ask the bike guy to drop me just at the entrance of the reception. Everybody's going to see me come down from the bike. Listen, everybody's
Drop
going
you
to
for
see
there.
me. Everybody's going to see me come down from that bike. But you see, let me tell you what the quality of your personality gives you. You saw me coming down from the bike. I'm not dressed badly, first of all, so you wouldn't really You be in your mind, you be thinking, you're not going to reason, you understand? Then I go on stage and I begin to talk. Then you now see that the quality of what I'm saying is not that bike standard. So there's a problem somewhere.
That Rolls Royce standard, yeah, for them.
So you get the thing now. So the thing will don't bust their brain. And but what all I'm just with this joke, what I'm trying to say here is this: if you understand, if you know your value, you wouldn't struggle so much for attention. If you are genuine, if you understand, see, and that's one of the reasons why anything I do, I just do it with ease. I do it with my just the way it feels.
Exactly. But people feel like there's this thing that people have, that they always feel like once they are famous, the way they behave should change. There's always something like that. Like when you're now popular, okay, people are saying, oh, this guy does skits, he does this, he does that. Oh, he's chilling with celebrities. Now, okay, you as the creator, now you are an elite person. You start looking at yourself as a bigger person. That's why people always have that when you're talking about the whole bike issue, you coming to an event with the bike. That's why they always like, okay, I can't come to the event with the bike. Oh.
You see, what you're talking about, sorry to say, what you're talking about is the generalized perception. But what I'm telling you is the realistic. What I'm telling you is the realistic. So yes, it's a mindset, but what I'm trying to tell you is that if at the end of the day you decide to, because and that's why some of our celebrities always get it wrong. In fact, and I think people should really help with the celebrities, because so many people are trying to live the life that is not theirs, and it's killing them. And I'm telling you, you understand? This is something that has become more like something. It has become a thing for us as people. Can you hear me?
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, I can. So, Mr. Makopolo, we want to know your relationship status right now. Are you single, or you get babe?
I'm single though. Very single.
Yeah, single. Are you searching? Let the
I wouldn't say searching. For me, it's not searching. It's just basically, I don't know what it is, sharp, but then.
But so should we can tell some of your fans now. Maybe one of them you go reason one of them. They go just slide into your day.
The thing, see, the thing be more not just talk sharp, but the thing they be say, it's not like there are no availabilities of ladies. You understand? Of ladies though, but
yeah.
It's about
the ladies available. You be sugar daddy of.
That's the standard. That's the standard.
Sure. So what's the issue? Why we never get babe now? Or you still
No.
want to sugar daddy now?
Just on a low key vibes. Well, but then I believe we're getting there. For me, it's more of a connection, a deeper connection thingy than just labeling it. I always tell people it's not what you call it. It's what it feels like. You know, it's not.
Do you have like a special part of you that like people don't know? Do you have like there's always a particular character that is hidden. Maybe you don't. Maybe you be an emotional guy. You did cry for your room, or maybe
Yeah, I'm actually emotional. Let me tell you, the truth is every creative mind is emotional because you're dealing with thoughts. Sometimes thoughts that are superficial, thoughts that are so if you're sorry, I'm not trying to paint it to make it look like I'm a very creative person. I'm just saying, you know.
No, it's fine.
I'm just saying basically everybody who if you're more like the whole this thing, every is emotional, not necessarily cry, but it's emotion because you deal with like me. See, when I get angry to a certain